Members of the bar, I can say that there is no other profession which is more exacting than legal profession. No other profession demands such patience and perseverance before success comes one's way. Legal profession is very tough and it's a very challenging profession. While one climbs up in his professional life, he is bound to face difficulties, challenges and pitfalls. Young lawyers may be out of work at times. One may have periods of nagging self-doubt. One might be wondering whether his talent is being wasted. All sorts of negative thoughts may come to the mind. But trust me, these are only passing phases. One must not lose hope, but continue to back himself. The challenge is to face and overcome such situation and not try to find out any shortcut methods. We all know there is no substitute for hard work and there is no shortcut to success. I am a firm believer that opportunity comes to everyone. When that opportunity comes, one should not let that opportunity slip by and let it go a-begging. He should not be found to be wanting, and it is then that he must put into practice all that he has learned in the long, dreary years of waiting in the wings. Justice M.C. Chagla, one of the greatest judges in the country, in his celebrated autobiography, Roses in December, had said that when in an advocate's life it is all bed and no roses, he must maintain a stout heart. It is then he must work with a single-minded devotion and learn all that is there to learn about the art of advocacy. He also said that he was convinced that success would inevitably come to every young man who has faith in himself. Mr. Ramireddy had talked about cricket. I think all of you enjoy watching T20 cricket and IPL matches. It is very exciting. But legal profession is not T20 cricket. It is not even one-day cricket. To be able to make a mark in the legal profession, you must have all the attributes of a test cricketer. You must have the technique and you must have the patience. In other words, you must have the temperament to play long innings. Why I said that I may be informal in the course of today's function. When I am sitting in this function, as I said, I become nostalgic. I cannot help remembering my seniors who guided me in my career in the early days. I would like to give, for the benefit of the younger members of the bar, two instances how it affected me and how it helped me remember certain things in the future period in my life. In my parent High Court, we had one celebrated lawyer late Jyoti Prakash Bhattacharya, Justice Ranjan Gogoi, former Chief Justice of India, Justice Amitabh Roy, retired Judge of the Honorable Supreme Court of India, Justice Hishikesh Roy, who is sitting Judge of the Honorable High Court, attended his chambers. I would like to share one small experience. I was in the formative years of my practice, and I had gone to engaging in a particular case. We all knew he was extremely meticulous and perfectionist. So I was more than careful while taking my brief to him for briefing. Brief was somewhat bulky. Sir had flipped through the pages. I had taken care to paginate the pages properly. I saw Sir turning the pages over and over, writing on the corner of the pages. I mustered enough courage to ask Sir, "Sir, I have written the numbers, page numbers." He told me, "You see, if it is in the middle, you have to turn half the page. And if it's in the corner, you just have to tilt the page. And then you make an impression on the court." This is the kind of preparedness that he had. If you can see that kind of meticulousness in a small affair like this, you can well imagine the level of preparedness when he was arguing the case. He will have all flanks covered, all questions asked. He would be likely to have an answer for the question. This instance is etched in the template of my memory. And as you are saying that certain preparedness is there in my dealings, it's because of this experience that I have tried to inculcate all throughout my life, whether it is in my professional arena or it is my personal affairs. You must remember, arguments are not developed in the corridors of the court. For a 10 minutes presentation, you may have to put in hours of preparation. This is for the benefit of the younger members of the bar, I am saying. I had attended the chamber of late Nirendra Mohan Lahiri, an intellectual giant and a great legal luminary who had the unique distinction of being Advocate General for the state of Meghalaya continuously for more than 30 years, despite changes of number of governments ruled by different political parties. That itself shows the character of the person. Whenever today I am in my journey, it is all because of him and his blessings. He had nurtured the growth of each and every junior who attended his chamber. One of my chambermates was my classmate, Justice Nishitendra Chaudhary, who is sadly no more. What a fantastic lawyer he was. After some years of practice, when I started arguing once in a while, Sir would sit by my side only to boost my confidence. In the evening, he would analyze and point out where I could have improved my performance. All these were done to hone my skills as a lawyer. I can tell the senior members of the bar that if there is patronage from the senior, it becomes a big moral booster for a budding lawyer whose feet are not firmly entrenched in the legal firmament. Sir would often tell me, if you study for 2 hours, you have to put on your thinking cap for 4 hours. Then only you will be able to grasp and control the case. Thinking will give you new dimension and new ideas about how to approach the case. The younger members of the bar may inculcate the habit of thinking, and I'm sure they will be immensely benefited. There has to be light at the end of the tunnel. The virus, it appears, is on the wane. But one cannot be too sure. All of us must be on guard, and we should not let complacency set in. A casual approach may result in throwing life out of gear again. We in the judiciary have devised ways and means to keep the doors of justice open. We have cultivated new craft through technology so that access to justice was not denied during this trying period. One more reflection, particularly for the younger members of the bar, before I conclude. In the context of deep-rooted poverty and the many ills that beset the country, it is unrealistic to assume that all our citizens are aware of their rights and that they are in a position to vindicate their rights. Ground realities are pointed to the fact that a large segment of the population who are oppressed, but they are not even aware of their rights that they possess. Want of legal awareness and legal literacy of the masses of our country is a lingering scourge and an impediment in their assimilation to the existing justice delivery system. And the same needs to be eliminated at the roots by all means. If they are not even aware of their rights, seeking vindication of their rights is a far cry. I would implore the young lawyers to be educatedly sensitive to the causes of the oppressed, the unheralded, and the voiceless. You will have to assume a proactive role and have to cultivate an abiding sense of belongingness to the cause. You will have to imbibe the ideals of social justice. Even if you can make some meaningful contribution to their lot, I would consider it to be a big step forward. I hope and believe that the members of the bar and the bench, with support of all other constituents, would lead this institution to greater heights in the days to come. I thank my distinguished colleagues in the bench, the esteemed members of the bar, the registry, and the staff for enabling me to do all that I could do. Thank you. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
The permission of my Lord, the Honorable the Chief Justice, I now declare that the proceedings are concluded. And after meeting at the Bar Association, we have a lunch. I request Honorable Judges and also the dignitaries here to present at lunch at 12:30.
Immediate.
ఆకాశమంత